Malacañang and an official from Singapore confirmed that President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. visited the city-state and met with a Singaporean official on the sidelines of the F1 Grand Prix race over the weekend. To give us the details, Zacarian Sarao is reporting live. Zach?
Yes, Neil, Malacañang through Press Secretary Trixie Cruz Angeles in a post on Facebook confirmed that President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. went to Singapore over the weekend. But it was Singaporean Minister for Manpower Tan See Ling who confirmed in his own Facebook post that he met with the Philippine president right at the sidelines of the F1 Grand Prix. Cruz Angeles explained that Marcos Jr.'s visit was a productive one, explaining that Marcos was able to affirm the deals he made during his last state visit, further enticing investments in the country. The Singaporean minister, for his part, said he was happy to meet with various heads of states, including Marcos, to affirm their bilateral economic relationships, collaborations in energy cooperation, and views on manpower policies during the race. Meanwhile, Marcos is now back in the country as he led the groundbreaking ceremony for two Metro Manila subway stations earlier today. According to Marcos in a speech during the ceremony, the two subway stations, specifically the Ortigas and Shaw Boulevard stations, are expected to benefit 150,000 passengers in 2028 and cut travel time between Quezon City and Ninoy Aquino International Airport from 90 minutes to 35 minutes. Marcos also said that it is expected to drive up business opportunities and economic activity in the long run. This is Zacarian Sarao from INQUIRER.net.
Zach, let me go back to your story on the president's trip to Singapore a bit. Has Malacañang explained why it did not immediately disclose the president's trip to Singapore?
Actually, Neil, apart from the press secretary's confirmation, Malacañang has so far remained mum on what the actual details of the trip were, who else attended the so-called meeting, or what even necessitated Marcos' visit to the city-state, apart from him affirming the deals he made during his last visit, which was only just last September 6 or less than a month ago. Although it may be worth noting that this new trip to Singapore and his attendance of the much-anticipated Grand Prix comes just days after his 6-day visit to New York. It's also only been barely a week since Super Typhoon Kording battered several provinces of Luzon, which has so far affected over 1 million people, leaving 12 dead and 52 injured.
Okay, Zach. That's Zacarian Sarao's live report.